Greetings. Today we will be looking at the different parts on a bicycle, well, road bike, using my 2015 Specialized Secteur Elite Double. Kind of a budget road bike, starts around about $1,200. You can get it around. Mine was about $1,300 because I have some extra stuff, like I upgraded the bar tape and pedals and whatnot. Anyways, so I'm just gonna, we'll just start looking at the parts up here at the top. Right here we have the saddle, and this is a black Specialized saddle I have on here, and then I have a saddle bag goes under there. That's not actually a saddle bag, that's just an under saddle bag. Saddle bag is when there's a rack right there and it's got a bag on it. Anyways, so underneath the saddle we see there's these rails, okay? And there's two of them, there should be. And if there's not two, well then you've obviously made a mistake buying your saddle. The saddle is held on to the seat post, which is this, by one or two bolts, usually, that are in this little device here that clamps down on this, those seat rails. And then the seat post goes into the frame by little thing here called the seat post collar, and it's got one screw on it that clamps down and it is attached to the frame right here, but you can pull it off if you loosen the bolt. You just pull right off, the seat post is out. And then there's a seat post here, goes into the seat tube, which is, it's that tube right there, that's the seat tube, and that's the one that my water bottle cage is attached to, is in the seat tube. And it's actually hollow. If you take this seat post out, you could look right down it. You can see a lot of people carry spare spokes down there if they're going on like touring, long rides and whatnot. These are cables, they call, you know. Mine are internally routed, they go into the frame and then come up over here. And then the ones down here are externally routed, and they're just like steel wire cables. I think they're made of steel. You'll see these are called, they got little adjusters on them in places. They're called barrel adjusters. So yeah, there's one there. It's a barrel adjuster. It's on that cable right there attached to my brakes. This tube right here, that's called the top tube. This tube down here is called the bottom tube. So one on the top tube, bottom tube, seat tube. And then this whole thing back here, that's the rear triangle. So this one down here is the chainstay. And then this might be the seat stay, I think. I forget the name of this, honestly. This here is the fork. And then if you look, it actually goes right up into what is right here, which is known as the head tube. The fork goes right up through the head tube and comes up here, and you'll see this. There's a little thing right above it, right there, right where it comes out, like right there. That's called a headset, and it doesn't just have to match the color of the bike. It could be any color. Attached to the headset, you see this, which is a stem. And this little screw here goes down into the headset and attaches the stem to the headset, essentially. There's two other screws there that also attach the stem to the fork, the steerer tube, you know, the steerer. And this is the top cap, this little cap plate thing right here. And with this screw, you can actually adjust the resistance of the headset, so to make it harder or easier to steer. And then it depends, there's like 2 to 4 screws right here, depending on what kind of bike you have. There's a little plate, and it attaches to the stem right here, and that attaches the handlebar to the stem. This obviously is the handlebar. And then up here there's this tape, that's bar tape, and then this is called the hood. It's this rubber piece right here, and actually it comes up a bit. You can lift it up, and that's how you place bar tape. And then some of these bikes don't have this little red thing or whatever color to show you where where it's shifted at. Mine does. And this is like the shift cover or whatever. These right here, see how it goes up? Like this is the hood, but then it goes up like that. Well, this right here, the part that goes up, that's called the horn. And then generally the shifter would be below it, and they're on both sides. There's another shifter over here too. These are STI shifters. We call it STI, I forget what STI stands for. However, these are STI shifters, and so it, like you shift up like that, and then shift down like that, and then opposite for the other side. And SRAM has double tap shifters that there's just one shifter, and then you go like in like twice like that somehow, and it shifts down, and then you go in once and it shifts up, something like that. I've never used them. I'm not a big SRAM product fan. So anyways, we'll move along here. The cables obviously come out, and then down here you have, there's a little thing, a lever right here. Goes up and down, and that's to adjust the brakes. So when you want to take off the wheel, you put it up, and then when you want to put back on the wheel, put a little adjuster and you move it down. So this right here is the brake, and often you'll hear it referred to as a brake set sometimes because it's got rear and front, and it will come with it if you're buying it or whatever. These things, there's a little bolt and it attaches to this big thing right here, this metal thing. That's called a brake shoe. It holds in the brake pad. Same thing on that side, actually. There's also different kinds of brakes. These are just road calipers. If I go over to this bike over here, I don't know if you can quite see it, but this is a V-brake. Usually on mountain bikes, that other bike there has V-brakes. This one has disc brakes. See, it's just got a big rotor, and it's, yeah, but I'm just mainly focusing on road bikes right now. So, get back to my road bike. These are the tires. This is 25, that's the thickness of it, and the diameter of the wheel is 700. And it's actually, 700 is the same diameter of the wheel as a 29er, which means it's 29 inches, but they market it, it's a marketing term on road bikes. They would call it a 700, but a 729-inch wheel is the same thing. I've switched out tires from 700 to 29er and vice versa. Doesn't matter, same exact size. Obviously, underneath this tire, there is a tube. Same thing goes for both wheels and tires. The back tire, it's a 23 because I didn't have replacement tire. My tire is worn out. Anyways, that's 23. So they're a little bit different tires than I have in here. Rear brake's pretty much the same as the front, with a little adjuster, road calipers. These little screws right in here, those are your seat stay or rear rack screws. Screw in the rear rack there, and then it goes down here to where the rear rack goes. This right here, that's the cassette. It's got a freewheel hub, which means it can, essentially you can just stop pedaling. Rear derailleur, shifts the back end of the bike, shifts the chain around the cassette. This is the chain, obviously. Crank set, this is a double, so it's got 2 chain rings here. These are the pedals. These are the chain rings, these pieces. This is the crank set. Front derailleur shifts, like you'll have like 1, 2, or 3 there. That shifts the front derailleur, and then the cables go down like that. So these are the spokes, rim, braking surface, and then the hub is down in there. That's the hub. Got my little U-lock. This bottle cage right there. Not the bottle, just the cage. Just the bottle cage. These are bottle mounts, bottle rack cage mounts. So, thanks for watching.